Hey Clint, Tyler Mahoney here. You know, last spring button turkey hunting and a dude in there. And I just happened to see a couple of trespassers on my camera, and it looks like they went into you. I think they're trespassers. I know they were on my property on my lease here, and so I just wanted to check with you before I get game wardens in.
There he is, right up against that tree. Here we are, on the lease. Ghost doing something by the tree.
Game warden. Don't put the gun down, come here.
He said wait till he has secure of the shotgun. I shut the video off pretty quick just to be ready in case anything happened with the trespassers. Once he got the guns and got those secured, we went ahead and got out of there and went on to our next hunting spot. Can you stay on the one? Do you have a shot? Why don't you go ahead and shoot this strutter? There's 4 more. They all landed right there, dude. They're still there. So cool. That's Tyler and a deer. This was a really fun encounter as I was sneaking up to look down in a valley for a turkey we had just seen, and these deer just happened to come by at the right time. I was downwind. They couldn't smell me, couldn't hear me, and couldn't see me until I was right there on top of them.
It's just absolutely magical in here right now. The owl's going. Picking these. Gosh. Oh, I see it under that vine. We got 12 pounds.
There you go.
Here, drop it in the bag. These big giants.
Oh, look, here's another little one.
We'll get all the big ones first. This is crazy, man. Crazy.
Gotta look around. Oh my word.
We're not even getting off the trail.
I know. Okay, we gotta go back and get that other big one.
Oh, is there another one over there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Oh.
Another one back here, but it's all burned up. Land of the giants. Right there's one big old. Pick that sucker. Wow. Look at that. Now here's probably the biggest one so far. That. Look at the size. Look at the size of that thing. Joey's got another one back in here. Okay, so there's one there. Joey's got one here.
Did you get that one back there?
Yeah, one here. Be careful, there's one right here. There's one right here, big giant. There's another one. I swear I saw another one.
Here.
There's more. There's 2, 3. Oh shit, dude, there's a ton. They're everywhere. There's 3 right there. There's another 4, 5, 6. There's freaking giants.
We're in them.
Giants, boys and girls.
Ended up picking about 80. We left another 30 or 40 in the woods. Just a really outstanding afternoon looking for morels. Did not hear turkey, but we were totally okay with that because we were going the next day. These birds are not stupid, folks. For whatever reason, we could not get this bird called into the woods. He wanted to stay on that field edge on the neighbor's property. Could not get him onto the road, right onto our property. They do it all the time. Seen them do it where they come across no problem. This one would not. So it started storming on us real shortly after this. So we took a little break and then we hit right back in the afternoon, got back out there and got into a couple, and it ended up being a pretty stinking cool hunt.
Across the field. In the corner. No, sit. You see him?
Yeah, I see one. Did you see two yet?
Nope. Full strut. Whitehead. That was the back one. Okay, I see the back one now. The back one's down at the edge. I think. Is that him? Yeah, it's gotta be him. This one is coming, bro.
Is he coming straight to us?
Yeah. $75 out. 75 yards.
Do you see him still?
I just saw his fan. Oh, there's two more coming from the north. I think so. Do you see them?
No.
Yeah, they're big gobblers, dude.
Oh, I see two down here.
Yep. The other one is gonna be.
There's four.
Oh my god, dude.
Is there four?
I only see two down here to the left.
Oh shit, there's one right here. Take support. You see the one on the right, Joey?
No.
He's in range almost. But he's circling up, won't get a shot.
Oh, I see him.
They're in range at this point, but they're so close together, I can't get a shot without killing them both, which is a major problem. So that's what I'm waiting on. That's why it's taken so long, waiting for that separation. Give me the gun. Joey, you got one shot. You got one shot. Here. Hold on. Shit, there goes this other top. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dope. Here, how do I zoom out? This is.
You gotta pinch it.
Hold on. Here, just take it.
Oh, you started over.
Whew. That was quick.
Was that light work or easy?
Here's the thing. We busted trespassers here yesterday, less than 300 yards. And I think this is what it was meant to happen. We took time out of our morning yesterday to come bust these guys that had just blatantly trespassed 2 boundaries. They were so far off the beaten path where they were supposed to be, it wasn't even funny. How poetic. This is poetic justice right here. We called in 3 toms right where they were set up.
They were literally hanging out right there.
Okay, and here, I got my cell cam right here where we got them on camera. We need my dad. He's going to check these pictures later. We need to go pick up a double and walk in front of that camera.
Okay.
Bird number 2. Well, there's bird number 2 for Joey. And bird number 2 for Tyler. Right on the lease where we busted those freaking trespassers yesterday. Hell yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes. So.
Okay, so right down here in the corner, can you see? So what you're about to hear me talk about here in the next several minutes of video was what I believed was God's role in the last couple of days leading up to this hunt in particular. It's something that my buddy Joey and I both have been working on dramatically in the last couple of years, is our spirituality and taking time to recognize God's direct role in our lives. And I believe there was definitely a lesson that was meant for me, and you're going to hear me try to explain it. Of course, I was caught up in the moment, had adrenaline running, so not sure it comes out perfect, but I hope you'll get the gist. There's going to be a moment where I get a little emotional at the idea that, you know, God himself took the time to not only provide the experience, but provide the lesson specifically for me, you know, out of all the billions of people on earth. And he's doing that in all of our lives. And it's just a matter of taking the time to recognize it. But you'll see there's a moment where I go a little bit quiet, and it was like hitting me, like, oh my gosh, he's talking to me. And it's a really, when you can get that feeling and understand what's happening, it is an unbelievable experience.
Yep, you can see the corner.
That's where we busted. So we followed these trespassers in.
We followed them. They shit right on the edge of the woods, right there.
Literally.
Follow their tracks and their poop and toilet paper.
Yeah, and
and they're sitting down in this tree line right over. See this first tree line?
The second tree line.
There's another
That
tree line
one
back in there, a
over
couple hundred yards.
there.
And we busted them down here in this corner. And, you know, they were, as soon as that game warden walked up to them, they were like, oh, we could see it. And we like trying to point at every which boundary in every direction. And they knew they were had. Anyway, point is, I've been stewing on it like crazy. And we were just sitting here, just kind of, just letting it all, just the calm.
Being grateful.
Yep. And what I realized, because, and I'm not a Bible scholar, but I was just reading it, and I believe it was in the book of Luke. It might have been a different one. Doesn't matter. There's a story about forgiving. And I can't remember the exact line, but it's something about if someone does the same bullcrap to you 7 times in a day, you still forgive them every time. And it got me thinking that this is potentially, I mean, for me, it's not potentially. For me, it's quite obviously.
It's God talking.
It's the sign that, hey, like, you can move on. Like, forgive and move on. Forgive and move on.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, it's very real world. Forget the spirituality stuff. As a practical thing, like the relief that I have right now, that there were still birds here after we busted those guys who were in here trying to steal the resource. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we have them. We still got them. And I was mad for the last 24 hours, just like the audacity. I couldn't let it go. I wasn't forgiving.
Yeah.
And here I am with the bird in hand, and it's like, you know, why was, like, I got what I was wanting. You know, I'm trying to make it make sense.
Yeah. No, you
And so,
you got what you were ultimately trying to protect.
Yeah. But no, I just think it was God's sign that it's like, hey, it's okay. Forgive and move on. Like, yeah, you're going to get wronged in life. And if you can just figure out how to forgive, it is a very freeing, like, I can feel a sense of stress gone out of my body right now. Not because we got the birds, it's just that we got the birds in this situation that we were just in yesterday.
Yeah.
And I just can't help but wonder if had I detached from that kind of that hatred that was building, would we have been rewarded sooner, potentially? Because, you know, regardless, I don't think we were meant.
No, it wouldn't have.
All the setups that we had.
It wouldn't have mattered because it wouldn't have been here.
Well, correct. And so that's why, to me, it all points back to a higher power giving me a message, because all those close calls that we just had yesterday afternoon, this morning.
Yeah, very close. Like normal circumstances, we would have killed.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, they were close calls.
Yeah.
And those weren't meant to be, because that wasn't going to give me the lesson. I wasn't going to get the lesson.
Yeah. Yeah.
It had to be here.
Yeah. Had to be right here. Had to be in this field. Pretty awesome.
Pretty crazy. Yeah, it had to be here.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, and we get to share it together.
Yeah. No, just kind of
That's the best part.
weirdly got emotional.
Yeah, you should let it happen.
Well, it hits you when you actually take the time to, like 2 or 3 years ago, my mind wouldn't have been in a position to recognize this.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And for what it is. Like, it wasn't just killing turkeys. It was much, much, much deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love turkey hunting.
Yeah.
The things that you learn turkey hunting.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know, they had the right idea.
Yeah, they knew the birds were there. The reason they were sitting there is because the day before they were hunting on the right side of the fence and they heard those birds gobbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we don't know that, but
they knew.
that is the exact spot where those birds were gobbling was within shooting distance of where those dudes were sitting, no doubt.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Well, pretty awesome. Hello.
I gotta get a video. We fished less than half of this thing.
The infamous duckweed pond.
And we have a completely full bucket. I wonder how many that is.
That's literally literal crappie. Yeah, it's pretty wild.